He's like a zombie. He just looks at his phone like this, and it blocks out everything around him.
Do you think you are addicted?
I mean, I didn't think it was too much of a serious thing until I met Billy.
I guess it's getting to the point where I might be. I think I might. Mobile phones these days are getting more function abilities, which shows me that you have more time on your phone to spend doing things there. According to PEW Research Centre, 67% of smartphone owners have admitted to checking their phone without even vibrating or ringing. That shows to me that they're attached to their phone. Addiction to mobile phones is pretty much similar as addiction to alcohol. As soon as you have it once, you want another one. Whereas if you have countless hours on your phone, it messes with your sleep pattern. And as a child and a teenager, sleep is the most important thing. You often need 8 hours sleep per night as you're the age between 15 to 18. And you see many children these days staying up to late hours on their phone, and it's messing with their brain because they go to school the next day, college, sixth form, wherever they're at, and they just don't function the same way. When I was a child, I'd always be playing with my toys. I'd go home from school, the first thing I'd do is get into the toy box and get my favourite toys to play with. I think that's the same with every child in my generation. But now, our parents have had us, and when we have kids, they're replacing the toys with mobile phones, tablets, Xboxes, PlayStations, things like that. It's all social media, and that social media and online, the internet, is addiction. Addiction is, it's just as bad as gambling, things like that. It's bad, and together, as England, a country, we need to crack down on social media, age limits. I think we need to figure out how we're going to do that. According to studies, there's a thing called nomophobia or no mobile phobia. It's the fear of being disconnected from your smartphone, so iPhone. We've linked this in with Billy Harden. I'm going to be speaking to Billy Harden, who is the main cause of this documentary. I'm going to be speaking to Alex Coles and Elliot Foreman, who are his colleagues at this college. I want to see what they think of mobile phone addiction and what's happened to Billy over this 6 months at Mid-Kent College. So we're here with Elliot Foreman. We're here to interview about Billy Harden. What are your thoughts about mobile addiction?
I mean, I didn't think it was too much of a serious thing until I met Billy, but there's a lot of... I didn't realise, because as a generation, a lot of us do have to use mobile phones and internet and all these sorts of electronic devices for everything, but I mean, some people just take it to another level of, yeah.
Have you heard of any cases that involve people getting hurt or injured whilst being on their mobile phones?
I mean, I heard about the whole Pokemon Go incident thing where people were obviously looking for Pokemon and they were addicted to it, and even in roads getting injured in car accidents by cars, or I've heard someone walked off a cliff or something, just from Pokemon Go, but I'd never really heard anything else.
Has Billy had any near experiences of being hurt?
Well, I know a few times he's almost not been paying attention when crossing the road, and near incidents of being hit by cars has happened, but nothing drastic.
Okay. Have you seen a change in Billy since he got his new phone?
Definitely. I mean, recently he actually got the iPhone 7, which is the newest iPhone currently out, and honestly he's always on it. He's always taking selfies. Yeah, he has a bit of a vanity issue as well as a mobile addiction, but he's always taking selfies, always on Snapchat, always on everything he can, and honestly it's getting to another level, where he's just on it in the class, and teachers are really taking it seriously on him now.
How do you think Billy could move forward from this mobile addiction?
I mean, I think the only way is discipline, really. I think his mum, his family, and the teachers, or in the workplace, or anyone around him needs to like just go to him and say, Billy, you've got a problem, and you need to face it. Maybe even like, I don't know, really. Maybe even some sort of therapy could help him, because it's getting bad. It's getting bad, but other than discipline, I can't think of any other way forward. We can't just let it go on like this.
I'm here at W3 at Mid-Kent College. I'm about to go and interview Alex Coles. I've heard he's a good colleague of Billy Harden. I'm going to go and ask him about mobile phone addiction and how Billy's been like in class and outside of school since he's got his new iPhone 7, and see how the addiction has got to him. What are your thoughts about mobile phone addiction?
To be honest, I never really had a phone. I still don't have a phone, to be honest. As I was growing up, I never got a phone bought for me. You know, I was pretty much deprived of it as a child. So I never really understood why people were addicted. When I see people like Billy, you know, it really makes me wonder how people could be that addicted. Like, it negatively impacts them so much, and it has such a bad effect on people. And I'm sitting here wondering, like, I'm sitting here thinking I'm so glad that I'm not in that situation. I'm glad that I didn't get that phone bought for me. And I'm glad that I'm not addicted to Snapchat and Instagram like he is. I'm not that vain being that he is. I'm not sure a change is what you would call it. I'd say more of a transition from bad to worse. So yeah, I've been really frustrated with Billy. You know, I'm sure loads of people have, especially his mum. Well, his mum must be fuming all the time. I mean, as I previously said, he's constantly on his phone. He'll actually blank you. He's like a zombie. He just looks at his phone like this, and he blocks out everything around him. He'll turn the volume up top. He could be in a really public place. It could be like in a library or something, or really quiet. Yeah, but the volume will be up top, and he'll show you the video. Say Guardians of the Galaxy 2. He'll show you the video. Oh, look at this funny video as he smiles.
Oh my god, look at this.
What is it? Shut up, Billy.
Just turn it off. I'm done, Billy.
Billy, you find a way?
Just get on with your work. Right? The volume is top. He doesn't turn the volume down after it starts playing. I actually have to tell him to turn the volume down. It's a bit embarrassing for me, and it frustrates me every time he does that. He has this lack of awareness for people around him when he has his phone.
It's my final day at Mid-Kent College, and I finally get to meet Billy Harden. I'm heading up to W3 now to meet him. This week I've had a good insight into Billy's life, and also what his colleagues think of him. I'm going to ask him similar questions that I asked to Elliot and Alex. Hopefully he gives similar answers. I'm looking forward to this interview with Billy, as I want to get his view on the addiction, whether he thinks he has the addiction and how he could battle it if he does. Hopefully with this interview with Billy I gain vital information for the viewers so they know what kind of symptoms you could have of addiction and how you could battle addiction. What do you think other people think of you when you're on your phone?
Well, I don't really notice like people talking about me because I'm always on my phone, but on the times where I'm off my phone, like, people take the mick out of me, like calling me a zombie, and because that's apparently what I look like when I'm engrossed on my phone, I guess you could say.
Have you heard of any cases that involve people getting hurt or injured whilst being on their mobile phones, or has it ever happened to you?
In fact, it has, but it hasn't hurt me, but it's made me a little bit worried because I tend to stay up late on my phone, and there are times where I fall asleep while on my phone, and when I wake up in the morning my phone's either under my pillow or near my head, which gets me worried because that sometimes is a cause of brain tumours and stuff like that because of the radiation from the mobile phone.
Do you think you have changed since getting a smartphone?
I think I have changed since getting a smartphone because I used to have a BlackBerry and there wasn't much stuff to like do on that. But yeah, since getting a smartphone, there's loads of stuff. There's apps, games. YouTube is more easier to use, and it's great for just watching movies on because it's high definition. But yeah.
And the final question I'm going to ask you is, do you think you are addicted?
By the amount of times that people have like said
I'm not
to
asking.
me, but
I'm not asking what other people think. I'm asking you what you think. Do you think you are addicted?
I don't think I'm addicted, but I guess it's getting to the point where I might be. I think I might.
So Billy, we sent you off to see a specialist. How did that go?
Yeah, it went alright. They gave me some ways on which I can stop like using my phone, such ways as I can turn my phone off at night when I go to bed.
So like before bed, so they set you like a time limit.
Yeah, and not only that, they set me like time limits throughout the day as well. I can only like be on my phone for like 20 minutes.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's good. Like you have to move forward, Billy. We know, all your mates know. You're stuck.
I'm pretty proud of myself. to be
No, I'm
honest.
proud of you. Like from where you've come, from what your mates have said, you need to set yourself in boundaries. You need to go, look, this addiction, I need to battle it. Set time limits, and just do it. So what else did the specialist say to you?
They also said I can get safe, and then if I feel that I'm getting too addicted to my phone, I'm not keeping towards my time limits. I can lock my phone away in a safe, and only my mum knows the code.
Okay.
So only she can get it out for me.
So your mum's in with this, and did she
Yeah.
come to the to see the specialist with you?
She came with me because like I talked to mum about it. I'm embarrassed about my addiction to my phone. So
That's the best thing to, first of all, to be able to move on, you need to admit that you are addicted, and now you know that you are addicted. Have you seen any changes in yourself or the way you think and work in college?
Yeah, I've been able to work quicker at college.
Yeah?
And like with my brain not being so attached to that, I can focus more.
That's a real positive, Billy. It really is.
Because also whenever I'm working as well, I don't tend to be looking at my phone like that all the time when I'm working to make sure I ain't got any notifications. But yeah.
So, how about social life?
Yeah, I've actually made some more friends, and they don't see me as like a phone freak. So that's good. So I've made a new impression on them because they don't know what I'm like, what I used to be like.
Yeah, but it's good that you're making friends and moving forward. I think everyone has to transition. I think the transition is the main word here. You need to be able to move forward, and that addiction was not healthy for you.
No.
So when I'm gone, we want to keep this process up. I'll come back in, say, a few months' time.
I can't believe I'm doing this really because like I wouldn't have thought in myself that I'd be able to do this, but it's the fact that you've came here and you've helped me. I'm thankful for that.